Real Mark Bagwell, a wrestling docuseries for the fresh chapter with cousin Jerry Hood. Jerry, welcome back. How you doing, buddy?
Everything is going well. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic, feeling good because today we're bringing in the energy of our viewers. As promised last week, we are going to bring in quite a few of the comments for Mr. Jerry Hood and Mark Bagwell. People have been viewing us on YouTube, on social media, Instagram, TikTok, and they are writing in, cousin Jerry Hood. So are you all set to hear their responses?
Oh, wow. I have seen some of them. I have some of the producers and editors of the show as passing by have passed some along to me. My agent has told me about some of them. Bring it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm going to start off by saying today's chapter is titled Jerry Hood is not Scotty Riggs or Scott Norton. As much as he looks like him and you guys think it's him, it is not. So 21 Nitro 21 wrote in and says, I love having Jerry Hood on the morning podcast. Let's get some shirts made with his famous words.
Yeah, we've talked about that. You and I, behind the scenes, we talked about it. The shirts we talked about on a previous segment, for sure. If we can get those TikTok, get some people forward in those TikToks, we get it up to 500,000. We're going to put some of the wow, or no doubt, or for sure quotes. Definitely put those in there. But backing up two steps, I'm better looking than Scotty Riggs and Scott Norton ever dreamed about being. Norton remembers me probably somewhat. Scotty Riggs remembers me a lot, and we're good buddies. And but no, that's not Riggs. I don't know was if it was my agent. You can probably clear that up for me. But someone said I'm Eric Watts, and I've known Eric Watts forever.
Do not ruin this, Jerry Hood. We still got more
Yeah,
comments coming.
sorry. Bring it, bring it.
Well, 21 Nitro kept going. He said, I would love to meet Mr. Jerry Hood. I was lost back in the year 1997, and the only person that helped me pull through it was Buff Bagwell. I have a story that need to hear about to know they mean the world to me. Lex and Buff were out the two in the 90s. I would not be here. Those two are my guardian angels to make me get to this point of life I know. I'm a big product of my state of Louisiana with athletes and fighters making waves in the next few years to come. I want the Bagwells to know they're making me still a better person. Buff and Lex, true and only number one fan. 21 Nitro 21.
Yeah, 21 Nitro. We appreciate that. I don't know when I haven't looked at the schedule starting out the new year. I don't know when we're going to get back down to Louisiana, but it'll be soon. We're going to put some stuff together for some shirts, and we got if he writes back in, if he's one of the ones with the TikTok view, if he can go to Corman's LLP and subscribe, and we get his address, we definitely going to get him one of the first shirts out once we get to that level for
Well,
sure,
we
no
got to get the
doubt.
500,000 views on the Jerry Hood TikTok clip. James Vance writes in, I've enjoyed following your success these last few months, Mark. Keep your nose to the grindstone.
That was a good one. I did see that.
Eric Robbins wrote in, his energy is amazing here. This is on Mark Bagwell. You know it's 100% genuine. My question is, when will you be returning big time in Circleville, Ohio? I missed the opportunity, but would like to meet you. I pray that a lady I care deeply for can get cleaned up off drugs as well. You inspire and give hope to us who have loved one go through it. May God bless you. Love
Yeah,
it.
that was good. Yeah.
Dominic Alberto wrote in. This is again on YouTube. Mark Bagwell. He is very entertaining. He's the only wrestler to ever answer an email that I have sent.
No, that's big. He's very fan oriented. Not an autograph he wouldn't stop to sign. Back in the day, even when we were talking about going to some of those first matches and skating rinks and gymnasiums, we get ready to leave and we say, let's go. And 3 hours later, he's still there signing autographs. So for sure, no doubt that's big.
I wonder how many emails of wrestlers Dominic Alberto actually has and how many tried to reach out to. That would be interesting to find out where he's getting those email addresses. But nice to know that Mark wrote back to him. So Buff did a great job there, as he always does. Now onto TikTok, and the TikTok people are fun and vicious at the same time. And I highly encourage anybody to go to the Cormans LLP TikTok channel, go to the Jerry Hood clips with the 200,000 views, and go read the comments. They are freaking awesome. So let's start off with Jammer. Jammer says, this is all going to be on Jerry Hood now. Don't recognize this guy. Bagwell cousin? It might be Riggs. It's Riggs.
Yeah, that's a good one. Definitely not Riggs. How old is Scotty now? Scotty's got to be, I think Scotty was born in 72. I think Scotty's 52, 50, 52, somewhere in there. Scott, I hope he's doing well. Shout out Scotty Riggs.
Scotty Riggs.
But, yep, not Scotty.
It's not that far off. Well, it gets better. It gets way better. Trust me. Reeves Kill Him 513 says, who is this cat? The MOW Scotty Riggs. So, right? The MOW Scotty Riggs off the American Males. So he says definitely Scotty Riggs of American Males. Michael Soto wrote in, wait, is this Scotty Riggs? A lot of people were convinced that you were Scotty Riggs in this one. Doug wrote in, well, it turns out now Rick Steiner is a school board superintendent in my county.
That is a fact, and I don't know. I say school board. I thought he was a commissioner, but that's in Cherokee County. Yeah, that's in Cherokee County up there, a little bit north of Atlanta, about 25 miles, where Mark's older two brothers, John and Steve, where they live and everything up there. And Rick's doing a good job up there with that. I need to give him a shot one day too. Let's have lunch. But I
give a shout out to him, please, and he's welcome to come on the show anytime. We'd love to talk stories with him.
All right, Rob, let's do it.
All right, another guy wrote in. Is this Scotty Riggs? D. Duncan Jr. wrote in. I think it's Eric Watts.
I messed that part up. My bad.
Yeah,
okay. Eric Watts. I like Eric Watts. Always have. Eric and I just reconnected on Facebook. I've never had a Facebook in my life. And like I said, a lot of people had started requesting. And just after a few short weeks, I think I've got 500 or 600 friends. Eric and I, like I say, just connected. Eric's a good looking guy. I'll be Eric Watts, but Eric, I think Eric's gone. I think Eric may be all gray now. His daughter, Eric Watts is tall. Watts is a big guy. And, his dad, Cowboy Bill Watts.
Very
Did
good.
you know that? Okay. And Watts, Eric's daughter, and I apologize, I don't remember her name, plays basketball, I think, for Navy, the Naval Academy. So good for her. Shout out to Eric Watts, But not Eric Watts. Nope. Keep going.
Nice try. Heavy metal will never die. I love their names also on TikTok. That's awesome. Their usernames are great. In capitals, writes, who is this? 2 question marks. Third Day 77 writes in, Buff Bagwell, happy face. Then writes right away, Scott Norton? 2 question marks. Dan, the dad, writes in, Jerry Hood, Buff's cousin.
You got it. Yeah.
You got it.
I wonder who that is. That sounds like somebody I know. May not be. We've got so many. Everybody needs to subscribe and keep it going so we can keep this going. But everybody subscribe on the TikTok and YouTube. Just click that button. We're not going to send you any mail. We're not going to send you any junk stuff. We're not going to send you any garbage.
Twitter, just keep them coming because you know what? These great comments will get you onto the air. And there's some good ones coming. You ready? DB9119 writes in, when a Steiner wants to suplex you, they will suplex you. Letting you know this ahead of time is a courtesy.
I saw that. I don't know who showed me that. Somebody in the office showed me that. And it was a big courtesy because I didn't want to be in that ring when they charged in with that music. And like I say, I was safe. I got out of the ring quick and headed backstage. And Steiner let me know that ahead of time. That was a big courtesy there to me. So
that was my second favorite comment out of all this. Are you ready for my favorite one?
Bring it.
It's pretty funny, actually. Deuce Enzo writes in, Sting looks awful.
I saw that one. I think that most of the people in the office and behind the scenes bring me the bad ones or whatever, and that was good. It was good though.
Sting?
Uh, I like that. I haven't got Sting yet. I've gotten everybody but Sting.
I don't know
I
about that
can't wait.
one.
I can't wait till this week. Very possibly. I don't know when this segment will air, but I can't wait till the end of the year, beginning of the year, to see who else they can put me on. So who knows? I may come back to the ring. You never know. I'm going to come back. I don't know, Mr. Wrestling #3 or something. I don't know.
Shenanigator 100. Have a feeling this person knows Jerry. Writes in, love this. Looking good, Jerry. Two exclamation marks.
Oh gosh, who's that? That's. I think that's one of our cousins on the Bagwell side. I'm
So
pretty sure.
they're
Yeah,
watching. They're
yeah,
watching.
that's good. Good, good, good.
MW writes in, yeah, I'd run out of the arena.
Oh boy.
Here's a really okay. So no, this is if I had number 1 and 2, this is my third favorite one. I don't think this actually happened, but it's pretty funny. Hating on these fools, and these being DEEZ. Hating on these fools. I kicked Scott Steiner's butt in a bar in Kennesaw, Georgia in 1999. He went down like a sack of potatoes. I beat him like a rented mule and would do it again today if I wanted to.
Let me explain something to you. Let me add, when did he do it? Last week? Okay, I'll go
No,
with
no,
it.
Kennesaw, Georgia, 1999.
Oh, 99. Kennesaw. Okay, Kennesaw for sure is possible. 99, no way. Unless you had 400 people with you. I've seen Scott Steiner flip a truck over before. And number one, he's not going to a club. So, wrong. Didn't happen. Well, I wasn't there. Didn't happen. But, uh, you know,
Is there
oh
a
well.
Kennesaw? There is a Kennesaw, Georgia?
Kennesaw's right there when we were talking about that mall up around town center in Marietta. Kennesaw's it touches Marietta, so going up Cobb Parkway that they call it, or 75, which you were on 75. It's 5 minutes north of Marietta Square.
So hating on these fools is probably telling stories you're telling us.
Oh man, I'm not going to get it going, but come on, man,
We got time for a couple more?
bring it.
All right,
Yes,
okay, let's do a couple more then. Chulo writes in, I think that's Scott Norton speaking. I know for a fact that's not Scotty Riggs.
they got 50% of it correct and 50% of it wrong.
I think we're 100%
Yeah,
wrong, but sure.
Scott, pull up a picture of Scott Norton, or pull up today picture of Riggs. Riggs has been on some podcasts here and there. I wish Riggs would write into the show or something where I could get in touch with him. I've looked everywhere, Facebook, you name it.
He's on
Somebody's got.
Instagram.
Yeah, okay, I'll look at that one
He's on
then.
Instagram. I did reach out to him. So maybe when we have the episode air, maybe we'll send it to him because we're going to try to make the cover a picture of Jerry Hood, Scotty Norton, Scotty Riggs, and show why this ain't happening, folks.
Who's the prettiest between those three?
Well, obviously you, buddy, but if it
Just
was in
kidding.
the ring, if I answered in the ring, I'd probably go with Norton on that one. Who? Okay, real life, Scotty Norton and Scotty Riggs get into a ring. Who's winning that fight?
Norton.
Yeah.
I get into the ring though. I'm not going to wear the underwear. I'm going to wear my long tights with the high Buck Bagwell boots, tan body, ripped, cut, still ripped and cut to this day. Beautiful body. Uh,
That
I've
shirt
been
is practically melting off your body there.
I've got a lot of I've been eating a lot of donuts and little Debbie's due to the everybody coming in, the friends and family coming in to deer hunt and stuff. What is it they get me on? Those yellow banana moon pies and raisin cream pies from Little Debbie's. And I eat like 400 of them in 2 weeks. And then I've got to go out here instead of hunt and jog, out here around the track and the tennis courts. I've got to jog to lose it or whatever. But I get on salads for you eat salad every day and every night for about 10 days, go a third of the month. That's 10. And, and, you'll drop not just the inches, but you'll drop the pounds. You'll shed them off quickly and do a little exercise. And it's my dietitian, Mr. Mark Bagwell. He taught me everything there is as far as nutrition goes. He's a great nutritionist. He's a great dietitian. But the way he explains it when he lays it out for everyone is everyone's body is different. So what he's like, you got to figure out your body and what works. You know, he eats 65 packs of oatmeal in the morning, and at lunch he's eating a salad. You know, I don't do the breakfast because I do the intermittent fasting. I don't start eating till 11 a.m. and I'm done by 5 p.m. So I have to make what he says work in between those hours. Excuse me, it's phenomenal. He's unbelievable.
Well, I don't think he created the salad diet, but I know he likes the protein diet. Man loves his protein. Last comment is from Ray Ray. And his only comment was jobber? ? He called you a jobber, Jerry Hood.
Help me out with that one. You know, I'm not internet savvy.
In the wrestling world, you know, when you got the stars, and sometimes in matches they didn't bring stars against stars, they brought the no-name wrestlers to put the superstar over, and those no-name wrestlers were called jobbers. So
I'll be a jobber. I'm a pretty big fellow though. So Ray, I don't know how big Ray is, but we're gonna have to arrange a match. I'm not gonna be a jobber, okay? We got some pretty good genes in that Bagwell family bloodline, so you better be careful.
Just remember, folks, no matter what arena you're in life, depending on where you're going, some places you're a superstar, and some places you're a jobber. You got to just do your role and smile and collect that paycheck. That's all. Jerry Hood, this was awesome. It was so great to read the fans' comments and get some laughs in there. And it was all good fun. And hopefully some of the people that wrote it got to listen to their comments. And
TikTok. Let's do it. TikTok subscribers. Let's get to that 200,000 mark.
We are at the 2,000. We need 500,000. 500,000.
What a long day here at the farm. My apologies. 500,000. And we're going to get those shirts out and the designer and everything for the screen printing.
But they're not getting no shirts until your clip hits 500,000 views. Steiners, Jerry Hood in the ring. Got to get out of that ring, Jerry Hood. The Steiners are coming to get you. So we want to get up to 500,000 views. But you know what? 200,000 is nothing to sneeze at. So TikTok, viral internet star, thank you very much. Keep it going. And we'll see everybody back real soon on The Real Mark Bagwell, a wrestling docuseries. Peace.